Welcome to English Avenue YouTube, the channel to learn English the easy way. Let's start. Greetings, everyone. Today, I am here to present something that has the potential to completely revolutionize the way you see the world, transform your thought process, and reshape your approach to achieving your aspirations. What you are about to hear is not just another ordinary motivational talk. It is a powerful compilation of essential principles that have guided some of the most successful individuals in history toward greatness. These are not just theoretical ideas or vague concepts. They are time-tested truths that, if fully understood and implemented, can alter the trajectory of your life in ways you never thought possible. Far too many people navigate through life feeling uncertain, trapped in repetitive cycles of hesitation, self-doubt, and missed opportunities, simply because they are unaware of these fundamental realities. They allow fear to dictate their actions, allowing external opinions and self-imposed limitations to hold them back from reaching their fullest potential. But today, you have the rare chance to break free from that pattern. What I am about to share with you has the power to help you push past obstacles, eliminate negativity from your mindset, silence those inner voices of doubt, and rise to a level where you not only fulfill your dreams, but also inspire those around you. If you absorb these lessons with an open mind and a determined heart, they will serve as a catalyst for change, propelling you toward a future filled with success and personal growth. So, I urge you to stay with me until the very end, because what you are about to learn may very well be the most impactful and life-altering message you have heard in a long time. Are you ready? Let's begin. One of the greatest pitfalls people fall into is the habit of constantly measuring their lives against others. In today's digital era, where every success is broadcasted for the world to see, it has become easier than ever to feel inadequate. We scroll through social media and see individuals achieving monumental milestones, buying luxury homes, traveling the world, driving expensive cars, receiving endless praise and admiration, and seemingly living an ideal life. In the midst of all this, we begin to doubt our own progress, questioning whether we are moving fast enough, whether we are capable enough, or whether we will ever reach the level of those we admire. But here's an undeniable truth. Every individual walks a different path, moves at their own pace, and encounters unique opportunities. The timeline of someone else's success has no bearing on yours. The only comparison that holds any real significance is the one between the person you were yesterday and the person you are today. If you have taken a step forward, no matter how small, if you have acquired new knowledge, if you have put in more effort than you did the day before, then you are already on the road to success. It is irrelevant how far ahead others may seem. What truly matters is how much progress you can make on your own unique journey. Instead of draining your energy focusing on the achievements of others, redirect that focus inward. Prioritize your personal growth, refine your skills, and work tirelessly toward your own goals. And when someone flaunts their success in an attempt to diminish your confidence, do not let their words or actions shake you. Simply smile and continue working in silence, knowing that the greatest form of validation does not come from words, but from undeniable results. True success is never about boasting. It is about proving yourself through consistent effort, discipline, and perseverance. There will come a day when those who once doubted you, who questioned your ability, who failed to recognize your potential, will look at you in astonishment, wondering how you managed to surpass all expectations. And the answer will be crystal clear. You chose to stop wasting time comparing yourself to others, and instead poured all your energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Countless individuals fail before they even take the first step, not because they lack the ability, but because they have been conditioned to accept the most damaging falsehood of all. This is impossible. From the moment we are born, society sets limitations on what can and cannot be achieved, drawing imaginary boundaries that only exist in the mind. But in truth, impossibility is nothing more than an illusion, merely a label we place on things that have not yet been accomplished. For centuries, people believed that running a mile in under 4 minutes was beyond human capability. Medical professionals, scientists, and athletic experts all agreed that the human body would collapse under such strain. It was accepted as fact, until Roger Bannister shattered that belief. He trained relentlessly, refused to accept limitations, and on one historic day, he ran a mile in under 4 minutes. Almost immediately after his achievement, other runners began doing the same. Why? Because the moment he proved it was possible, the mental barrier that had kept others from succeeding was destroyed. This pattern has repeated itself throughout history. The idea of human flight was once considered pure fantasy, until the Wright brothers defied gravity and changed transportation forever. The notion of instant global communication was unimaginable until the telephone and the internet connected the world. The thought of venturing beyond our planet was absurd until astronauts set foot on the moon. Time and time again, the impossible has been redefined as achievable, simply because a handful of people dared to challenge the status quo. So the real question is not whether something is possible, but rather, will you be the one to prove it? When someone tells you that your dream is unrealistic, that your goal is unattainable, that your ambition is too big, you are faced with a choice. You can either accept their words, allow them to limit your potential, and remain where you are, or you can reject their doubts, push beyond expectations, and show the world that the only true limitations are the ones we impose on ourselves. Greatness belongs to those who refuse to believe in impossibilities. It belongs to those who see challenges as opportunities, who are willing to fail, learn, and try again until success becomes inevitable. So when someone tells you that something cannot be done, do not waste your time arguing. Simply work in silence, take action, and let your results speak for themselves. Because in the end, the only people who change the world are the ones bold enough to believe they can. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for the right time, the right circumstances, the perfect conditions. They tell themselves that they will begin their journey once they have more financial stability, once they feel more prepared, once everything aligns in their favor. But the harsh reality is that this so-called perfect moment never arrives. There is no divine signal, no ideal phase of life where everything effortlessly falls into place. If you keep postponing your dreams, you will wake up one day and realize that time has slipped through your fingers, that countless opportunities have passed you by, and that all you are left with is the heavy burden of regret. People jump out of bed in the middle of the night when they are in pain, yet they do not wake up early to fight for the future they claim to want. They set their alarms for obligations, for responsibilities imposed by others, but not for the passions that set their souls on fire. And then, years down the line, they look back with longing, whispering words drenched in remorse. I wish I had taken that risk. I wish I had pursued my passion. I wish I had worked harder, pushed further, and believed in myself when I had the chance. But by then, the window has closed, and all that remains is the sting of what could have been. Do not let that be your story. Do not let hesitation rob you of the life you are meant to live. Life is not a rehearsal. It is happening now, in this very moment. Every second wasted is a second you will never get back. Every delay is a step further from your dreams. There will always be obstacles, uncertainties, and reasons to wait. But the truth is, the only thing standing between you and success is the decision to begin. The world does not pause for you to gather your courage. Time will move forward, whether you act or not. So do not wait for a sign. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for the stars to align. Start now with whatever you have, wherever you are. Because today is all you are guaranteed. And the only way to create the future you desire is to stop delaying and start building it. Right now. If you were to ask me for the ultimate key to success, I could summarize it in just 2 simple words. Don't stop. That's the entire formula. It's not about being the smartest, the most gifted, or the luckiest. It's about having the unshakable determination to keep going, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Are you exhausted? Take a moment to breathe, but don't surrender. Are things becoming overwhelming? Find a new strategy, but never retreat. The biggest mistake people make is quitting right before they are about to break through. They feel like they've been trying for too long without visible results. Frustration takes over, and they walk away. What they fail to realize is that they were right at the edge of a breakthrough. Just a few more steps, just a little more effort, and everything would have fallen into place. Think about a miner relentlessly digging for gold. Day after day, he chips away at the rock, his hands raw, his body aching, his spirit drained. Time passes and still he finds nothing. Doubt begins to creep in. Then one day, he decides he has had enough. He throws down his tools, convinced that his efforts were in vain, and walks away. What he doesn't know is that if he had struck the ground just one more time, he would have uncovered the gold he had been searching for all along. This is how life works. Most people never succeed, not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they quit too soon. The ones who reach the top are not necessarily the most skilled. They are the ones who refused to give up. They kept moving forward when others turned back. They endured the pain, the frustration, and the setbacks, knowing that persistence is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. So ask yourself, how many times have you abandoned something because it felt too hard? How many dreams have you let go of because you didn't see instant progress? How many times have you thought, maybe this isn't meant for me, and walked away? What if you were just one step away from success? What if the breakthrough you've been waiting for is right around the corner? Time will pass whether you push forward or not. 5 years from now, you will either look back with pride, knowing you never gave up, or with regret, wishing you had just held on a little longer. The choice is yours. Will you stop like everyone else? Or will you keep going until you reach what you set out to achieve? Because in the end, the real difference between success and failure is not brilliance, it is perseverance. Keep going, and one day, you'll look back and realize that every struggle, every setback, and every moment of doubt was just another step toward something greater. Life, by its very nature, is filled with uncertainty. Every decision you make, every step you take, carries an inherent risk. The moment you wake up and walk out the door, you expose yourself to the unknown. When you trust someone, you are taking a chance on their honesty. When you invest your time and energy into something new, you risk facing disappointment or failure. Yet, despite all these uncertainties, the most dangerous risk of all is choosing not to take any risks at all. Far too many people allow fear to dictate their lives, staying within the boundaries of familiarity and routine. They convince themselves that avoiding risks means avoiding pain, but in reality, it means avoiding growth. The ones who refuse to take chances may never experience deep failure, but they will also never experience true success. They live cautiously, never daring to chase their dreams, and as a result, they look back on their lives filled with regrets, haunted by the thought of what could have been. On the other hand, those who embrace uncertainty, who take bold leaps despite the possibility of falling, are the ones who achieve the extraordinary. Think about some of the most influential figures in history. Steve Jobs, a man who started Apple in a tiny garage with no security, no certainty, only a vision and relentless belief in his ideas. He could have failed. In fact, he did fail multiple times. But he took the risk, and in doing so, he changed the world. Elon Musk, at one point, had invested every cent he had into Tesla, standing on the brink of total financial ruin. But instead of backing down, he pushed forward. J.K. Rowling was turned away by publishers over a dozen times before someone finally believed in Harry Potter. What set these individuals apart? It wasn't just intelligence or talent. It was the courage to take risks. The truth is, failure is never the enemy. If you fail, you learn. If you succeed, you win. But if you do nothing, you stagnate, you remain in place, and you never truly live. Every successful person you admire took risks, faced setbacks, and kept moving forward despite them. If they had chosen to play it safe, their names would be unknown, their impact non-existent. So ask yourself, what is stopping you from taking that leap? Is it the fear of failure? The fear of judgment? The fear of stepping into the unknown? Let me tell you this. Those who mock you today for trying will be the ones applauding you tomorrow when you succeed. But that future will never come if you don't take a chance. You have two choices. Play it safe and live an ordinary life, or take the risk and build something extraordinary. Because at the end of the day, you won't regret the risks you took. You'll regret the ones you never dared to take. At the core of every great achievement lies a simple but powerful truth. Stop expecting anything from others. No one is going to appear out of nowhere to hand you the life you dream of. No one will magically show up to push you toward success. The world does not owe you anything, and if you wait for someone to save you, you will be waiting forever. The people who reach extraordinary heights in life are not the ones who sit around hoping for an opportunity. They are the ones who create their own opportunities, who take responsibility for their journey, and who refuse to depend on anyone else to shape their destiny. If you want to be respected, earn it, not through words or wishes, but through undeniable results. If you crave admiration, then become someone truly admirable. If you dream of greatness, then embody the qualities of great individuals. It is not enough to desire success. You must actively mold yourself into the kind of person who commands success. Too often, people expect recognition before they have done anything to deserve it. But the truth is, the world does not recognize effort, it recognizes results. Think back to the version of yourself that existed as a child. The younger you had dreams, ambitions, and a vision of the person you wanted to become. If that child could see you now, would they be proud? Would they recognize the person standing before them as the future they once dreamed of? If the answer is no, then the time to change is now. You cannot rewrite the past, but you have full control over what you do from this moment forward. Stop delaying your potential. Stop doubting whether you are good enough. Stop waiting for the perfect set of circumstances before taking action. The perfect moment will never arrive, because life will always be full of challenges and uncertainties. But here's the secret. Success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who act. This is your moment. This is your time. The world is not going to ask whether you are ready. It is up to you to step forward and prove that you are. So get up, take control, and show the world exactly what you are capable of.